So you've got two of the biggest names in tech, Tesla and Samsung, and they've just locked in a deal that's about way more than just cars or phones. Today, we're going to unpack a partnership that could literally redefine the entire race for AI dominance. So what does this whole thing look like in numbers? Well, it all starts with this one, a $16.5 billion handshake. And get this, that number is just the beginning. It's the minimum value of this landmark contract. But here's the kicker. Elon Musk himself confirmed it on social media. This staggering number, it's just the starting point. It's the floor, not the ceiling. He says the true value could be several times higher, something absolutely astronomical that scales up with Tesla's huge ambitions for robots and self-driving cars. Yeah, a number that big isn't just about buying some parts off a shelf. It's about securing the future. So let's really dig into what this handshake is buying. At its heart, this whole deal is for the brains behind Tesla's entire future. We're talking about a massive 8-year commitment for Samsung to build Tesla's next-generation AI chips. And these aren't just little upgrades. This is a huge leap to cutting-edge 2-nanometer technology, all being made right there in Texas. Now, for Samsung, the impact is just immediate and enormous. This single deal represents almost 8% of their entire projected annual revenue. That is huge. Okay, but this is where it gets really interesting. This is not some simple buyer-seller relationship. No, this is a partnership born from mutual and, frankly, critical need. Both companies are coming to the table because they have something huge to gain, and maybe even more to lose if this doesn't work out. And you can just see the perfect synergy here. For Tesla, this is all about de-risking their future, right? They can't bet their entire self-driving and robotics dream on just one supplier. But for Samsung, this is a lifeline and a huge statement. They desperately need a big, high-profile win to prove that they can actually challenge the top dog, TSMC. It's like each company holds the key to the other's greatest ambition. So just how high are the stakes for Samsung? I mean, really, to get that, you have to understand the battlefield that they're fighting on. Because in the world of high-end chips, there is one undisputed king. Yeah, this chart, it pretty much tells the whole story, doesn't it? TSMC isn't just the leader, they are the market, with almost 70% of it. Samsung is a very, very distant second. So this Tesla deal for them, it isn't just a win, it's a strategic moonshot to prove they even belong in the same league. But hold on, don't mistake this for Tesla picking a favorite. Oh no, you have to look at their hardware history. It's a masterclass in strategy. They used Samsung for hardware 4, then jumped over to the market leader, TSMC, for hardware 5, and now they're coming right back to Samsung for the futuristic hardware 6. See, Tesla isn't just picking a partner. They're playing the field, forcing these rivals to compete to give them the absolute best technology for every single generation. And this right here, this is where the partnership goes from just unusual to completely unprecedented. Elon Musk plans to be personally involved on Samsung's factory floor. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. The client CEO is going to be helping the supplier improve their process. That shows you just how invested Tesla is in making this work. They're basically co-developing the technology to guarantee their own future. But the alliance doesn't stop with chips. There's a second, equally fascinating story unfolding with batteries. And this one started not with a handshake, but with a hard no. I mean, just look at this timeline. It shows a dramatic 180. Back in 2016, Musk was totally explicit. No Samsung batteries in Tesla cars, period. Fast forward to today, and Samsung is now building an entire pilot production line specifically for Tesla's next-gen 4680 battery cells. So what changed? Well, Tesla's own struggles to scale up production of these new batteries created the perfect opening for a proven manufacturer like Samsung. And while this Tesla battery deal is still kind of exploratory, don't mistake Samsung for a newcomer here. They are an absolute powerhouse in the EV battery world. They supply a huge list of major automakers, GM, Volkswagen, BMW, you name it. They have the experience, they have the scale, and that is exactly why Tesla is now knocking on their door. Okay, so when you put the massive chip deal together with this evolving battery story, a much bigger picture starts to emerge. This whole partnership isn't just about Tesla and Samsung anymore. It's a sign that the old rules for how you build high-tech products are being completely rewritten. What we're seeing is a major shift towards something people are calling co-opetition. And it's where those traditional, clean lines between a client who designs a chip and a foundry who builds it, they just completely blur.
Companies like Tesla aren't just sending over blueprints anymore. They are getting their hands dirty, co-developing the entire manufacturing process to squeeze out every last drop of performance and really to control their own destiny.
Which leaves us with one final crucial question to think about. This alliance is more than just a deal. It really is a blueprint for how you build the future in this era of intense competition. But as these companies get more and more entangled, it forces us to ask, at what point are they no longer just partners? Are they slowly but surely becoming a single entity?